Hey, you. Are you stealing our girls?
It's more like I'm saving them from the torture of your company.
See how eloquent he is?
And brave. Not bad.
We'll turn your face around, fancy boy. You won't be such a smooth talker then.
If you insist.
A fight.
How exciting.
That's not what I expected. The smell of evil suggestions and pure malice with a subtle hint of sulfur. I think I know who you are, scamp. I bet a braggart just like you got your attention. I'll look for them before you lead them astray. Anybody there? I won't hurt you. Let's say 2 taps mean yes and 1 tap means no. Do you understand? How long have you been here? A day? 2? A week? More? Are you a harbor worker or a sailor? Did you lock yourself up in here? Apart from some restraint, is there anything else troubling you? Have you seen the perpetrators' faces? Do you know who they are? Does it have anything to do with a certain well-known Warsaw thug, Abaurice? Do you think this has something to do with the socialists? Was it someone local? I'll be back soon. Stay here. It's a joke. Take it easy. Hello, sweet secret. Are you still alive? Do you know anything about the stolen arms shipment? Do you happen to be one of the gendarmes who escorted the convoy? You're lucky I've sent it a wild saluter here. I'll find a way to get you out.
Do we really have to? You know?
Hey!
I'm not looking for trouble, gentlemen.
Then you shouldn't have come here, right, Edek?
Don't tell him what they call me, Yemio!
What were you going to do with the captured gendarme? I know you're holding him here.
Edek, I'll tell you something. I think we'll have to drown them both now.
I didn't sign up for this, Edek.
Yemio, how many times do I have to tell you that you're not the boss here? Stop calling me Edek.
This isn't what you promised, Edek. No complications, and we'll live like kings, you said.
I know what I said.
You can't help pitching stories to your friends, can you?
I just opened their eyes to what they're capable of if they try.
I think you're a common liar.
You saw what happened there. The coppers came with armored wagons. We can't run.
We won't run. We'll take them by surprise. We'll give weapons to people, and we'll have some real fireworks for the police. First, we chase the Ruskies away from our neighborhood, then the town, and then... who knows? Yemio, you've got the gun, so watch this one. Let's go.
Why me? I want to go too.
You gotta be a little savvy for this. Stay put, I said.
Fine, I'll tell you something. But no tricks, alright?
How did you pull off that heist of the century?
What? The robbery? Huh, we just sat around and talked, and the opportunity practically fell into our laps.
Are you telling me you stole an arms shipment by chance?
Actually, it was meant as a joke. Edek just wanted to scare the guards. And being a little tipsy... What, are you grilling me now?
This is awkward. Could I step outside and take a leak? My bladder's about to burst.
Sure, buddy. No, wait. You're not going anywhere. Edek forbade it.
Edek doesn't like you, does he? He certainly doesn't respect you.
And the other way around. All he can do is put you down. And if I say anything, he always turns it on its head. So he comes out on top.
Does he often promise you things?
All the time. And the others are eager to follow. It's like he infects them with his ideas. And now he told me to sit here with you.
Edek is a real bastard to push you around like that. The way he treats you.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I feel like pasting him.
Maybe there's a better way.
Like what?
let me go.
But Eddic will be mad. Or worse.
It's what we want, isn't it? What would happen if that gendarme from the closet disappeared too?
I'll tell you something. I think Eddic would burst into tears.
Then let's do it your way, Yemio.
Thank you, and good job. I owe you, Thaumaturge. Lihotsky.
Forget it. Shulsky.
I like the way you outmaneuvered them. I'm surprised the army doesn't have more of you. I heard what those guys were planning. I must act.
How come such morons pulled off something like that?
The arms were on a barge with us. They came out of nowhere, and Eddic somehow convinced the other gendarme to evacuate.
He's very persuasive.
Whenever there's any doubt, he takes charge and promises the earth, and the others follow him.
What do you intend to do?
You heard what they said about the armored police wagons. The forces must have cut off ways out of the harbor. I know how many arms there were in the shipment. If Edek gives that away out there, there'll be a bloodbath. I need to call for reinforcements.
You're right. That way we might avoid bloodshed.
And you? Get out of here if you know what's good for you.
Thank you, but I'm afraid I can't. In the midst of all this, there's a demon that I'm chasing. I'm certain it impacts our demagogue, Edek.
I can't leave you all alone. Hang in here until I come back.
You have nowhere to run. Lay down your arms and we might let you off lightly.
Get the hell out, you Tsar's lackeys! Today, the harbor! Tomorrow, all of Warsaw!
Sergeant, it's that magician.
You're still here? You always show up before a riot.
Yemio, the idiot! He had one job! Don't get in our way!
That gendarme you held captive has run away. He'll soon be back with more troops. They will burn the harbor to the ground, with you right in the middle of it.
Then why don't we burn the harbor before they get here, Eddic? There's no pulling punches with the Ruskies. To arms, people!
You cannot end this without bloodshed, even if you wanted to. You've become a victim of your own demagoguery.
You're right, and I don't mean to stop. People! We're about to fight the first great battle that will change the course of this land's history! It will be the cue for a nationwide effort, and will inspire all the partitions to fight!
But the harbor will be ours. Right, Eddic?
First, we take the harbor, then Warsaw, and then we'll force the Tsar himself to negotiate.
Sergeant, this is getting out of control.
Let's get them, boys!
People! What the foreign power has seized from us, we shall now recapture.
Retreat! Retreat! Nazad! Nazad! For fuck's sake!
Get lost, Russian bastards! It's our land now! Well, where's your army? Let them come. They'll see what happens when the people get really mad. And if you're not with us, you're against us!
That's enough. Krampus, the old spirit of Christmas who visits naughty children, Edek was a perfect tidbit for you. Time for you to choke on it. Until Rasputin sees you. You two have a lot in common.
Let's end this soiree. Scatter and we'll let you off lightly. You stand no chance. Do you want another Red Sunday?
Don't listen to him. The harbor, then it's just...
Shut the fuck up.
It might not have been a model operation, but there were no casualties. Good job, Shulsky.
What will happen to these people now?
We don't want riots, so we'll try to intimidate them, book them, and we'll check on them if need be. But Edek is a ringleader. Have you thought about joining the services?
No, that's not for me. Not with that headache. Goodbye, Lihotsky. I need to see Rasputin. Do you have a moment?
For you, always.
I need your help.
And I won't... Do you see anything? Ow! The next trickster?
Yes, this one is worse. Well, yes.
Don't worry. He thinks he's playing with us. It's just an illusion.
Come here. Enough joking around. Can you feel him? He moves with the bustle of the market and the rustle of sand grains around the stalls. It feels like the sun is standing at its zenith and burning mercilessly. It's a visitor from a harsh desert land. A djinn. I felt something. Where is it?
Would you like to buy some flowers? They'll steal your heart.
Have you perhaps noticed any unprecedented phenomena happening here?
Here? Mister, there's 1,001 of those happening every day. How about a flower?
Maybe some other time.
As you wish, sir.
Good day.
And it can be even better. I'll quickly find whatever it is you need, sir.
Well, I have heard that he has a reputation.
What are your wishes?
I should just tell you what I wish for.
Don't be bashful. We're all friends here.
Just name it, and I'll handle the rest.
I want to be an unequaled master of Thaumaturge.
Mister, that's a wish you can grant on your own. 10,000 hours of solid practice, and you can be a master of anything you want. Next time, make your wishes a little more material for me.
You grant wishes like gin?
Jinn? Mister, I grant any number of wishes, not some measly 3 or so. I've got jinns eating out of my hand.
And you can grant any wish?
Yeah, I heard he brought a real Persian cat for Maltsova. Now that's something.
You know it. I have yet to have a customer come back dissatisfied.
I was just browsing.
Do come back now. Wishes won't grant themselves. Did you think of...
But I know that you failed to fulfill one task, one wish, for a very important client.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, that was a simple misunderstanding. Nothing to talk about, right?
Will it dawn on you when I mention cigars? Rolled on the thighs of Cuban girls?
No, it will not dawn on me.
Despite their uniqueness, these small pieces of handicraft from an exotic land have failed to impress.
That's enough.
So you brought others even more magnificent, resting in elegant cedar boxes, but they too were rejected.
Well, I'll be. Picky, aren't we?
The manager of this establishment, the shitty vizier, who else? What does he want? His caprices cost me a fortune, and still, there's no pleasing him. I'm finished. Are you pleased with yourself?
I'm sorry, that's not...
That's not what you wished for? And what of it? Get lost, both of you, get! The wishing stall is closed.
Look what you did. And Maltsova hears about this.
Have you made a...
I'll have one.
It will be perfect for a buttonhole.
A desert daisy. It survives even in the harshest conditions.
Not didn't think you were such an expert on flowers.
Rather on people. I can't help but feel that we've already met.
Surely you're confusing me with someone else, sir.
I know what I'm talking about. You left an identical flower on one of the stalls, and you were very happy about it. You got a beautiful porcelain plate in return. And earlier, you were looking at gold watches. Fearing the seller becoming suspicious, you gave up on one of them. Should I go on?
Thaumaturge. I've heard a little something about you and your tricks. Want me to show you real magic? Help! Thief! Help!
Stop.
What are you up to, pickpocket? Stealing from flower girls? You scoundrel.
You don't like breathing through a straight nose. Let's get this over with.
Well-mannered scum. Fine.
We'll teach you not to pick people's pockets. Interesting. My thief was definitely here. Or could the djinn be deceiving me? The heat again. What tricks are these?
Welcome to the watering hole, Wanderer. Show the proper respect.
Hello. My name's Victor.
They call me Ali, and this is my well. Did you draw from it?
I'm not looking for trouble.
Then answer the question.
No.
So, what are you doing here?
I was looking for someone here, but I didn't find them.
At the zenith, in the deserts, it's not hard to lose your way.
Are you trying to lead me astray like Jinn?
I meet desert spirits sometimes, but I don't walk in their paths. No mortal should. I'm just Ali.
I'm following the trail of a particular thief, but so far she has eluded me. I know she passed this way.
It sounds like she's one of the jinns.
You weren't far off. Have you seen her?
I've not only seen her, I also know her. And since you showed me respect at the watering hole, I'll tell you where to find her. Go south and find washerwomen working. Your thief lives among them. Your oasis is within reach.
I'm talking to you, man.
What?
I asked why you're staring at this pump.
I'm looking for the laundry.
Well, you could use it. Both laundries are in Mirov, on Crown Pass Street, south of here. No offense, but you look and sound like someone who's lost his marbles. You better go now. Be on your way.
My, I can see you need a haircut, sir.
Is it that obvious? Please, do your thing.
No worries. We'll fix it. So,
perfect. I look brand new.
You were already very handsome. I only needed to further enhance your looks.
That's him, the one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Mirov don't kid around with them.
I just wanted to stop by the laundry.
He must have shit his pants. You'll have to find yourself another laundry.
Let's try. Open sesame.
How did you know the password, Ganef?
I know a thing or two about magic. If you don't behave, I'll turn you into a toad.
As long as you don't turn me into a Ganef.
Don't get in my way, understand?
There's nothing for you here, posh boy. Funneled everything yet, Claude? Then get lost.
Should I scrub your tongue out with soap? Who taught you such foul language? Your sister doesn't speak like this, that's for sure.
We can't afford soap, you bourgeois bastard.
Let's talk about your sister and about you. I know her name is Layla.
I'm not talking to Ganefs.
I also like potato dumplings, garnished with onions, browned in a hot pan. The kind your sister makes for you.
Stop annoying me!
I'll invite you both for some freshly kneaded dumplings, provided you tell me where Layla is.
Don't lie to me, Ganef.
That checkered blanket. You used to hide under it when your sister was arguing with your father, didn't you?
And?
I could feel how scared you were when she smuggled you in it through the Warsaw turnpikes.
Yeah, right.
A cracked window is nothing pleasant. Fall will come soon. Layla wants you to find a better place. If you don't tell me where she is, I won't be able to help you.
All right, I'll tell you. As long as it gets you out of here. She's probably at the harem. It's a local brothel, not far from here. Just don't get any ideas. She doesn't work there.
Thank you.
Ganef.
Harem, of course. You tried to deceive me, but it's not gonna happen. You'll be mine.
How much can I get for this loot?
We have a guest. Is it nice to eavesdrop like this?
It seems I've lost my way.
No one enters the harem by accident.
Tweezer, I know him. He accosted me at Devore before.
If he pesters you, you know what to do. And you better behave yourself, or you'll scare away the girls.
Is he your fence?
Why, are you interested in him? Or maybe you're interested in me. I must have caught your eye.
You could say that, sure. You have something I want.
I'm not here to grant your wishes. Hey, you there!
Yeah? Got a problem?
My brave assistants will show you the door. Try not to resist too much. They don't like it.
I will deal with them on the spot, and you don't go anywhere. Well, what is it? Hello, sweet secret.
Tell me, will my people be all right after all that?
They'll live.
I also told you to behave yourself.
It's a nice place. Why call it harem?
And why won't the Thaumaturge start answering questions instead of asking them? I wonder how it is with you lot in bed. What are those demons of yours up to then?
I'm open to all possibilities.
I don't know if this is the right place to be making such declarations, but you've intrigued me, sorcerer.
Why tweezer?
'Cause it appeals to the imagination. But I've also heard a few creative variations. I think I enjoyed Squeezer the most. Get it?
I see.
It's kind of funny.
Were you here in May during the pimp lynching?
I was. But I'm still here. Sadly, not everyone was as fortunate.
What caused the lynching?
No, kitty cat. The right question is why? However, no one knows this for sure. Some say it was anti-Semitic workers. Others say that it's provocation from the Ohrana because soldate are regulars here. Sometimes bad blood needs to be spilled to make the rabble docile again.
Luck can also be helped, right? If one has, for example, a deal with the Ohrana's provocateurs, it can make a lot of things easier.
They say that luck favors those who manage on their own. I'm alive, and the girls have a place to work. Everyone is happy. So what if the hateful mob targets all magicians tomorrow? And the only rescue for you and your friends will be to make a deal with the Ohrana. Will you help your luck then, or will you complain?
If I were to save someone this way, I'd probably agree to such a deal.
Then we understand each other.
I have some up.
There are so many more, but...
A lot happens here. It seems like an ordinary brothel, but it's managed rather creatively.
Instead of putting your hands on things, maybe start putting them on beautiful ladies. Or gentlemen. The choice is yours.
I don't know if touching anyone would tell me that Layla has been skimming from your safe.
Layla!
I'm busy.
Busy getting into my safe?
Says who?
The gold watch you lifted from the Dvor whispered to me that you're equally cautious when lifting banknotes from the safe. Not too much, either, so that no one catches on.
You talk to watches? Maybe you're a snake charmer, too.
Yes.
Anything else, charmer?
I know the combination. I know that you keep repeating it in your head when you're bored.
Did you hear me? Mind your thoughts around this one, or he'll expose you for the deviant you are.
Layla, pockets.
Come on. Is 1891 an important date?
Pockets.
That's enough, before you do something that you'll regret.
What? Did the great magician change his mind out of pity for the poor girl? I'll manage. I always do.
This time, you won't have to look after everything on your own.
Get out of here, both of you, and don't come back.
I'm not used to someone standing up for me. Thank you.
I'm here because of a saluter. It's called Jinn, and it's following you.
What? Is he here now? Can you see him?
I don't have to. I can see you, and I know he's around.
Are you trying to seduce me?
You must know that as soon as the Jinn is captured, I will also take your audacity from you.
I don't really know what you're talking about, but I guess I'm in your debt.
Stand still. It will all be over soon. Her audacity certainly helped Layla and her brother tackle their fate. But it also led you down the path of transgression. Without it, you will cease to be the Jinn's puppet. You're mine, almost.
Is it over? I don't feel particularly different, except that I don't want to be here anymore. I have to go back to my brother.
Will you be all right?
Yes, I'm almost certain of that. Rest. You look awful.
Good luck. Do you have a moment?
For you?
I need your...
And I...
Grigori?
Where did you find that salutor? In the Sahara?
It's a djinn.
A master of wishes in his own form. Quickly, Victor, before he buries us both. Focus on your wish. Extraordinary. He doesn't threaten you anymore. Your wish is his command.
I have to find their meeting place.
Hello. You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet! You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
What's in the basement that's so frightening?
Hashem, something down there reeks so awful that...
Come now, don't be silly. Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago. Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
I understand, Rabbi. And if someone were to help you with these workers?
In the words of the market woman trying to tempt a Jewish man into idolatry, what harm would it do?
I understand. Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sofer. The old man cursed this place, especially these cellars.
So I'll go on my own, and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me, but if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge. Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about golems.
Thaumaturge, golems belong to Kabbalah, and you're forbidden from knowing anything about them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing. Do you think this has something to do with a golem?
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the 3 Hebrew letters spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it. In an attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body, That leaves mess, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in that.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No. And I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
I'm afraid that I won't find anything more here. Thank you, Rabbi. Rabbi?
I'm listening.
Mordechai Chayat. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horowitz. But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for...
Hello, sweet secret.
You're talking nonsense!
By Abraham's beard, that's the way it was. Did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
I hope those guys outside are your relatives. Otherwise, you're paying too much for your protection. Are you scared of something?
I'm not easily frightened. I have the time spent working with your father to thank for that. You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I didn't say anything about a golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you'd like...
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not...
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell. Is there something...
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove. Especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems, if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I know about the pharmacist.
Beg your pardon?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to teach my father a lesson, and you did. It's too bad innocent people died in the process. The building that collapsed on Stanisław, it was inhabited by people. Now all that's left of them are some damaged items. That's what happens every time the golem physically manifests. Random people lose their lives due to its untamed power.
No, it can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
I don't think the punishment is adequate for the crime. Horowitz had something on his conscience. He must have, if both the Ochrana and the Socialists were interested in him. And what my father did, I can't believe I'm saying this, but his motives seem noble.
Oh, do they?
There's no trace of cruelty in his actions. He didn't do it for his own profit, but for some kind of greater good.
Without any specifics, those are just words.
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't reveal that he knew Stanisław. He also knew that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't have anything to do with this, Mordechai. Just like I have nothing to do with my father's actions. I am connected to them only by my blood.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yes. Let's go.
We'll stop to get Feldman. He should see this too.
So...
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?